Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
It seems everybody and everything is impacted by our winter storm, including this car in South Fargo. Fire crews were called to the 1700 block of Gold Drive South close to 6:30 this evening after flames erupted out of the front end. A witness on scene tells us the driver made it out of the car safely.
Across the valley today, drivers were met with dangerous whiteout conditions, forcing the North Dakota DOT, along with Cass and Clay counties, to pull their snow plows, which begs the question, what will roads be like tomorrow morning?
We'll have that answer shortly, but first, let's check with Hutch on what people can expect from the weather when they head out the door tomorrow morning. Hutch?
Well, first and foremost, we did receive a lot of snow, most of which fell right here from Grand Forks and Fargo down toward the South Dakota border. Very little in the Devil's Lake Basin, and in South Dakota, many places reporting around 2 to 3 inches of snow. But Red Lake, Black Duck in the Bemidji area, nearly a foot in those locations. As we take a look elsewhere, Cullum with 1.5 inches, but that was up to 10.4 near Castleton. 2 inlets, 7.8 and 11 in Ada today. Lemoore also at that 11-inch total. Fargo-Moorhead reports mainly around that 5 to 6 inch range. Some 7-inch reports out in West Fargo and up to a foot reported north of town. Grand Forks 5 to 6 inches. That's going to continue to blow, but the new snowfall is all but done. Wind chill warning is in place as we have temperatures and wind chills that will be diving down. Our wind speeds will be tapering off, but really not die down until morning. The coldest air, guys, is coming at us from the west. So temperatures, air temperatures close to 25 below in the morning in the Devil's Lake Basin, and wind chills between 35 and 55 below zero. Exposed skin will freeze very quickly then. I'll have details on some subtly warmer weather in the forecast, and we'll talk about our next chance of snow in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Hutch. Some drivers needed help tonight after venturing onto unplowed side streets. Crews are out right now and hoping to get main arteries open by morning.
They'll be plowing all night on the hard-hit areas. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagaro joins us now live from South Fargo. And Joshua, what are you finding out there?
Mike and Andrew, I can tell you it's a balmy -7 out here, but right behind me you can see 25th Street where it is clear. We just saw a plow go by there a few minutes. Actually, a few plows have gone by there. But if you look right to my left where our photographers are going to take us, this is residential neighborhoods. These are the areas that the Fargo Public Works Supervisor Lee Anderson says they want to focus on. He says the wind and blowing snow have hampered their ability to plow snow in this area, but their focus tonight will be on residential neighborhoods, getting them cleared up, especially those in South Fargo. Anderson tells us snowplow drivers have been working non-stop 12-hour shifts since this latest snowstorm started, but he expects the cleanup to take weeks. But they'll be plowing the city's main streets, 45th Street, 32nd Avenue, south, to make sure the commute in the morning is safe for everyone that hits the road. Another goal that they're looking to do is to open 19th Street North, and here's what we have to say.
There's a large area of Fargo that needs to be plowed yet, and we will do that and hopefully be completed by morning. That'll be one of the goals tonight also, is to reopen 19th. It's not a fast process there either. It takes hours.
Now, while the Fargo City plows will be working all night, the DOT tells us they will pull their plows, or they have already pulled their plows from eastern North Dakota highways. However, they will be plowing the highways around the Fargo metro area. Reporting live in Fargo, Joshua Pagaro, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much for that live report. We do want to point out with regard to the interstates that I-29 is closed from Grand Forks to Sioux Falls. I-94 is closed from Jamestown to Fargo and from Fargo to Fergus Falls. Highway 10 is closed from Fargo to Detroit Lakes. Now, no travel advisories are still in place for portions of southeastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. You can get the latest road conditions by visiting us online or by downloading the Valley News Live app. You'll also receive important school closings and weather announcements right on your phone, all for free. Just search the VNL News in the App Store or Google Play Marketplace.
In other news tonight, police want you to know about a high-risk sex offender who's living in Fargo. 19-year-old Terry Gromish Jr. is living at 514 University Drive South, number 3. Gromish was convicted of indecent exposure in 2014 in Stutsman County Juvenile Court. Authorities say when he was 13 or 14, Gromish exposed himself to a 7-year-old boy. There was mutual rubbing, and the victim's mother found the two in a bedroom. Gromish must register for a lifetime.
A warning tonight that an ongoing scam is in our area again, this time from Polk County, Minnesota. It's called the grandparent scam. Someone calls and pretends to be a grandson or granddaughter. They ask for money, saying they were arrested or assaulted. If you get a call like this, double check with family members to see if it's true. The Polk County Sheriff's Department says several people have lost thousands of dollars from this scam, so you're encouraged to call them if you get a call like this.
A major bank's all-day meltdown. Wells Fargo experienced nationwide outages at ATMs, mobile, and online banking, leaving its customers frustrated and furious. Online banking was down. ATMs were struggling, and some customers said their cards were acting funny. The company apologized for the inconvenience on Twitter, saying system issues were due to a power shutdown. There were reports of a fire at a server in Minnesota, but according to CNBC, the fire department says it was a false alarm. It is the second outage this month for Wells Fargo. On February 1st, the problems were resolved in just over 5 hours.
North Dakota is one of a handful of states that don't have a communications network that connects all first responders. Now the state's IT department is requesting money to do that. It's looking for $120 million. $40 million of that would come directly from the state, $80 million as a line of credit from the Bank of North Dakota. A committee room at the Bismarck Capitol was packed with first responders, all speaking in support of the bill. They played an audio clip from a call where 2 firefighters were trapped, but luckily escaped with only minor injuries. One gentleman said upgrading their technology can save lives.
And when you need help or you're communicating during an incident, that communication really can be a life or death situation.
No one testified against the bill today.